And I'm back on a speech giving day, a Mercury day, a Wednesday. What's up? What's up? It's that hump day. I am the High Priestess Phoenix, spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, messenger of God, child of God, the first child, Lilith, reincarnated. I have a question for you guys. I have a real ass question. This is gonna fuck you up. Get ready. Strap your seatbelts in. Do you guys really not know that you're in hell? Like, you don't know that you're in hell? I'm just like, they don't know. Partially, it has, I mean, I can hear Bobby saying this stupid saying to me. He said, I kept asking him how he felt about me, right? That's all I want to know. How do you feel? I know that's all I spent all this time was. I just needed to tell him how I really felt, and all I wanted was to know how he really felt. That's it. So we can move in those feelings of truth. That's it. God bless. Amen. When I asked him, the only thing I ever got out of him was, I feel like you're the devil, trying to convince me that the grass is greener in hell. And I stopped talking. I was like, that's exactly what I am, but you're already in hell. Like, I'm not in hell. If you look at me, my reality is joyful. Right? I live in heaven here on hell. But to the rest of you, you're not in a peaceful place. There's no peace, there's no happiness, there's no mercy, there's no grace. According to, your lifestyles of whatever you're living. So I'm curious, it's like, let me just breathe. Where is hell? Where is this place that God makes people suffer? Is there somewhere worse than this in your imagination? You know what I mean? As far as homeless children and children going hungry and children being raped and, you know what I mean? People dying and devastation. And is there somewhere worse than this? You don't realize that, do you? That we're walking in hell. That these are the end times. And that we are going to witness the end of time and we create the new timeline. Right? We have to make this world better. That's why there's so many of us with that full understanding, because we know that it's no good the way it is. Somebody has to do something. And there's so much that needs to be done that it becomes overwhelming to one person. But we're not just one. We are many that know that this is no good, and we've got to do something, not just for our neighborhoods, not just for our children, not just for our country, but for the whole damn planet. Where can you go that you can live this life of freedom and happiness and joy where your children will be protected and they won't witness the hard times that we actually live in? Where can you hide your children from the reality that we're in hell? That's what you're trying to do, right? Is give them a better life outside of the hell that you experienced. But then they go out and they live their own hells. If there was such a place, this is it. And if there was, you know what I mean? In a time like this, they need a leader. They need a leader for hell. Who am I? The goddess of hell. A goddess would be a female form of the god of hell. Meaning the nurturer, the caring, the lover. You know what I mean? The female part of it. This is a kingdom that we did not build. You built yourself. And we oversee it. We don't keep you captive here. We tell you exactly what got you here and how to get out. We are stuck here with you. We must watch you while you're here. In essence, thanks God. Thanks for giving us a place to rule. This rules. And that's what it kind of goes back to. It's like, I'm a ruler of your pain and suffering. Give it to me. You've held it too long. Give it to me. You need a place to put it. Give it to me, and I will tell you everything is okay. I will show you that that pain and suffering is not yours and what to do with it. That's hell, correct? You're going to be put in a place for all eternity to suffer. Where have you been suffering your whole life? Has it been a whole eternity? And you're going to come back in the next life and suffer more? Why didn't you catch the message the first time I told you? Did God tell you before you came in here? Not, you know what I mean? That you're going to end up, and that's the thing. What are you doing today? I'm going to hell if I don't change my ways. Now, this is where it all started. The most common thing I get when they know I'm a witch, the most common thing I get is people think they're cursed. They want me to come clean them up. They swear they're cursed, bro. Again, there was one. And there'll be others. Because as many as, you know what I mean, they believe this because it's real. There's people out here that do this shit. Right? Larry, scary Larry. It was a whole church guy, dude. He was a dark practitioner. He was an energy harvester that stood out with a sign for Jesus, trying to talk about Jesus. I caught him. It's in my Oklahoma videos. Scroll all the way back. Scary Larry, bro. Scared the shit out of my flesh. Scared the shit out of my flesh, bro. I was scared of this old man. And then I got my head on right, and I was like, oh, punch this old man in his head. I'm gonna run at his car real quick. But anyways, going back to it. It's like, the most common thing I get is that people think they're cursed because there's so much going wrong in their life. It's so challenging. Their life is so fucking challenging right now. I hear it from all directions, bro. And they think somebody did it to them. I don't deserve this. I'm a good person. Why does this keep happening to me? Somebody must have cursed me. Possibly. But that goes back to the video that I said earlier, the temperance card. And that's why I teach you healing. People are always going to curse your name. They're always going to try to get under your skin. And that's what Lumen Moon is sharing. A bunch of people are sharing is like a narcissist has lost their cool because they're not bothering you. The point of this is to become unbothered by these people. They take our power by bothering us. They take our joy by bothering us. Now, going back to it. The conversation was to the extent of, I think I'm cursed. There's just chaos around me all the time. I said, breathe. The only place there's not chaos is right here, outside. This is why God tells us to go outside. You have to get out of the matrix. So the second we get in our cars and turn on those radios, chaos. We get we get on the street, chaos. We go to any store, chaos. We pull in any apartment complex, chaos. It's an energy of chaos that's everywhere, and that's it. I find peace in the chaos because I know what it is. I've learned to, that's it. Going back to the guru and the silo. We live in your world, bro. Your world sucks. It's hell out there. It's hell on earth. We have to go out there and bring our peace to the people and keep our peace. There's no peace out there, bro. The peace is inside of you. Do you know what I mean? But no, outside is hell on earth. From the weather to the people to everything, it's all extremes. It's the fucking X Games, bro. You're being judged the second you step outside. You're being persecuted. You're being, you know what I mean? You're being hung. Just trying to go to the store, just trying to do your business, just trying to, you know what I mean? Make it through life one more fucking day. Every day is a pain in the ass, and the days get harder. Do you not know that we're in hell? How can you make it heaven? I tell you. You can't leave Earth. We can't get out of here. We're here for as many years as we said we were going to be here, and you can't cut it short. You'll have to do it all over again. It'll start all over. If you said you were going to be here for 67 years and you pull the cord at 40, you come back and still do 67. Doesn't work, bro. Doesn't work like that. Why are we in hell? To learn our lessons. Basically, that's what it is. Where is this place? An alternate reality inside of our fucking minds where we suffer? We suffer inside of our minds. The shit inside of our minds drives us crazy it drives us to where the outside world is too much to deal with. We're not all right inside, so everything outside feels wrong. Right? So I wanted to go back to that. It's like, you're not cursed. You're God's chosen. Even if you never met the guy. Trust me, when you find out how close he's been for how long, you're like, damn. You're not cursed. You're wearing cursed skin, dude. As soon as we put on the flesh, it was cursed. We take the curses off. Which is what? The way of thinking, the way of life that we were taught to live. And we become free from our mind and the concept of the structure that keeps us bound. Your suffering is all in your mind. It really is. And a great medical example is that when you have a severe wound to the body, the mind goes into shock and you can't feel the pain. Alright, so when something happens to you outside, your mind goes into shock and all you can feel is the pain. It's reverse psychology is what they would say, is meaning, your fucking wires are loose. Your marbles, you're missing a couple marbles. That's not true. That's not true. But I just wanted to point that out. It's like, God's not going to make you suffer any more than you're suffering right now. And he does not intend for you to suffer. It's a lesson that he is trying so hard for you to learn to balance this out inside of you. The second thing was, I just want to get over this. How can I heal myself? I know what I need to do. I'm trying to do it. How can I be done with it? How do I get there faster? And I'm like, that's it. It's like, how do you get healed? You hurt. You hurt. If I took a gunshot wound, it's going to take a long time for my body to heal. And I'll be ready. My mind is ready, but my body isn't. Alright, so your mind is ready to move on, but your heart isn't. And you're wondering why you keep going back to these things. Because there's still more there that hurts. One day you won't go back to it, or when you do, it won't hurt. But you got to keep reliving these hurts until it doesn't, until you can release it. And believe it or not, every time you look at it, you're seeing more of it. And it's hurting more. But that's what it is you're getting deeper into it. That's that sick journey of the dark night of the soul. You start, and you got to just keep going all the way into it. You can't get yourself out now. Now you just hurt, and you can't stop the hurt. How do I stop hurting? You keep hurting. You accept it. You embrace what it really is. All right, I've got the feel to look you up again. I know this is going to hurt. And then you face them. I couldn't stand that calling to Russ. Oh, God. You're going to piss me off, bro. You're going to fucking piss me off, bro. You're going to fucking piss me off. I don't want to get pissed off today. I don't want to get pissed off today. You got to keep getting pissed off until he doesn't piss you off no more. And as far as the pain, you know what I mean? It's like trying to tell somebody that lost the love of their life. They died, bro. And you're telling them to just get over it. Or if you're that person trying to tell yourself to get over what you just went through. No, you have to live life. You need to get over it now. You need to get back to, you can't now. You can do a great many things. You have the strength and you will get the strength back, but not now. Right now you hurt. And you don't want to. I get it. That was me on Thursday. I don't want to face Bobby. Please don't make me think about him. It's just going to hurt. I'll do anything not to think about him today. Why? I just didn't want to hurt today. Just not today. Another day. Any other day. Do it on Friday. Leave me alone. Not today. And it's like, no, you don't get to choose. And each time you do, you see more of it. And that's where it's important. It's like, no, not today, Satan. It's not Satan. It's God. We've got to do some work. You're still hurting. We got to bring this to the surface. And you wish it would just go away, but, you know, it will in time. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Did you hear that? Do I have one of my kids' phones or something? That's weird. I don't know where that echoed from. Oh, it's because the headphones were connected. I'm like, where the fuck did that echo from? Just a couple things. Like, yeah, you're in hell, and it hurts. And I can give you the keys, but you're not going to be able to run out right away. There's a lot of, you know what I mean? You have a lot of baggage standing in your way. You got a lot of unpacking to do before you can, you know what I mean, be a free soul to go back to heaven. The only thing weighing you down is your thoughts. Your thoughts are making your feelings. And that's why you got to sit with them, dude. You're like, I don't want to think about this. That's, you're refusing help. You need to think about it. For how long? As long as it takes. You have to give it all your energy. It's already taking your energy. You don't understand that. The fighting it is taking your energy too. You can't even stop yourself from facing these things. But you're trying. You're spending all your energy trying to stop facing them instead of just face them. And some of them will go by real quick, and some you'll get stuck on for a while. How long? I don't know. As long as it takes you to let it rest, and until you get your peace from it. Until you have gotten peace about it. You can't. You know what I mean? When am I going to get out of the hospital? When you're back to when you feel good again. It's like, no, I want to go now. I know, but you're not. I could let you out right now because you feel good today, but then you're going to put all this stress on yourself and you're not going to feel good tomorrow. And you're going to be right back where you started. That's what they tell you when you hurt your body, correct? Well, your body's hurting, dickhead. It's your heart. And it's coming from your mind. These are all also working mechanisms inside of your body that keeps it functioning. If you don't have a healthy heart or a healthy mind, you don't have a healthy body. You know? And I'm sorry for you and your suffering. I mean, I laugh at you because what else can I do? There's a million of you. There's a billion of you suffering, bro. And it's the keys are within your hand. And if you're on my page, I'm even more cutthroat because I was like, you've heard this message. It's the same message. I do this every week. We just pick out more layers of things to bother you with. We find more bothersome areas in our lives to release. That's all we do around here, is get bothered and, you know, get hurt and heal it. Get our feelings hurt and then face them. So then later, nobody can hurt our feelings because we've already faced them. There's nothing you can say or do that's going to get under my skin. And then, just when you think they can't get any fucking dumber, you got Kanye West out here in a fucking KKK suit, talking all kinds of crazy shit. It's like, oh man, I was doing so good until I had to face you. That's the type of level shit I gotta do. I ain't fucking turning my phone on. I ain't fucking with you. I ain't fucking with you. I hear Izzy, why are you always fucking with me? That's Kobe, your endurance. But yeah, you're gonna have to break your way out of this, or just stay suffering, and I'm gonna make fun of you. If you're okay being, you know, bullied because you won't, you know, because you're being a loser. I'm not gonna act like this isn't hard work. The hardest part is just crying all the time. Your eyes are gonna burn. That's it, and your pride is gonna break. If you ask me, what is this gonna look like? That your eyes are gonna burn and your pride is gonna break. It's called an ego death, right? You become, you know what I mean? You're helpless. You're reborn again. The reborn is you in a fucking fetal position, crying. Because everything hurts and you're blinded by the light. What's the light? Truth. The fact you gotta wake up again tomorrow? Oh my god. Oh my god. Please make it stop. It will. When you make it stop. When you're ready for it to stop, you'll do just about anything. You'll try everything. And when that doesn't work, you'll sit down with it and you'll start working through it. You'll do everything to run away from it. And that's what we've all done, is run away from our memories, our pains, our experiences. There's nowhere to run. You see them reflected back at you at everywhere. This girl reflected back something that she made me face something like I couldn't believe it. You know, she brought up body insecurities, and I'm like, oh God, please don't make me do this. And I wear a dress from my head to my toes so you don't see what my flaws. I make this shit look good, and I gotta fucking lift my fucking dress up and lift my fucking skirt up and show you all the flaws I'm hiding under here in broad ass daylight at the park. Like, flaws, look at my thighs. Look at this. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. I have to love this, dude. I cannot be panicking about somebody else isn't going to love this. I have to love this. I have to accept this. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. That self-love, that's not easy, bro. Accepting yourself after you don't like it. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't like it. I love your thunder thighs. I don't like them. Stop touching my thighs. I don't like them. I love them. I don't care. I don't like them. And that's where it was like, did she bring that? No. I had to hit my own insecurities. In the sense of, I can see you're hurting, and I don't know what's hurting, but I'll show you mine. I'll show you my pains. You know, I was like, and my arms. And I was like, my daughter brought it up yesterday that I have mom boobs. And I looked down and she's right. I was like, they don't perk like they used to. It's like, they're not flapjacks, but still. And it's like, I can't, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to run out and make a bunch of money and, you know, pin them up and shit? Hey, they look great. Leave me alone. Like, in essence, it's like, you know, that's what keeps us, you know what I mean? Something like that. I don't like my body. So that keeps it, you know what I mean? That keeps me away from opportunities, you know, stuff like that. It's like you're in your own hells because of how you think about yourself and about others. You can't get close to people because of how you think. Ultimately, that's really what it is. We're cut off because we cut ourselves off. And we really just need to cut ourselves open and see where the fuck this all came from and put ourselves back together. We don't need to cut up our bodies and shit. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not. I'll dress it up as best as I can, and what happened, you know what I mean? What it looks like naked should only be pleasing to my husband's eyes. And, you know, I've got to believe that in those moments, you're not looking at those things. I think that's what I said. It's like, you know, I feel like we're our own worst critics, right? They're not going to like this part. Nobody said nothing about it until you did. It never bothered me. I didn't know it bothers you so much. And you make it such a big deal that now it's starting to bother me too. Can you just shut up? In the essence, it's like, you know, that's what it's like. Why did I go buy lingerie? So that I could, you know what I mean, make my body look prettier? Because, you know, ultimately that is not about that. It's about an insecurity. An insecurity. I want to, you know what I mean? I want to dress my body up. And then in this moment, you're supposed to be undressing your body. So it's kind of psychologically damaging if you think about it. But in the sense of, it's like, it's a role play. This has nothing to do with you. This is what I need to do to feel comfortable with you. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, but it was just something I had to do to feel comfortable with you. Do you know, and stuff like that. And it's like, well, where did that come from? And that's where you start, you know, and so we take all this apart, right? We undress all this. We pull all the baggage out of why I do all this. And you're like, all right, well, do you want to stop doing this now that you know it comes from a hurt place? Is this hurting anyone? You know what I mean? Understanding it, it's like, this is actually a shadow. This very empowering part of me that you like, that I dress up, is actually a very big shadow of mine that I've learned to, you know, embrace. This isn't dominance, it's insecurity. You know, and that's just like, you're unhappy. because of the things you won't accept. If I could put it down to, simple terms. And that goes back to Doctor Strange. It's like not all things need to make sense. They don't have to all come together. Some things you just have to agree to disagree. Well, I don't fucking know, but whatever you say, bro. Like, I can't pound this through you, and it's like, we're just going to leave this alone. I'm just going to leave this alone. In the sense of, no, it's like you're in these positions in your parts of your life where you want closure and you want things to be a certain way. You expect it to be like it was, you read somewhere or saw somewhere. And you get your hopes down and you're always, feeling like everything's wrong and nothing works out. And you don't see this for the adventure and the experience that it is. You're like, well, I thought this was going to go this way. And I thought. That was just a thought. You can't base everything on what you think. And keep that in mind is like, that's the hard part. That's what we're trying to do. Is take off your ego to get you out of your mind and into your feelings. The only way out of your mind and into your feelings is to go through your mind to discover your real feelings. All the things you don't want to think about and all the things you don't want to feel. There's no way out of this but through it. And so I go back to you and I end you on this note. Do you deserve to suffer somewhere else more than what you've already suffered? Do you believe that hell is another place that you're destined to go to? Or could you possibly accept that you're currently living in hell and this is the worst of your suffering and you yourself can actually redeem yourself from hell and go back to heaven? All in this lifetime? I know it's something you haven't fully been taught, but could you accept a new message? That hell isn't in the afterlife, but that it could be exactly as Dante said, that we are walking through hell on earth, through the levels of it here, as what they call is the ascension through hell to heaven. And that even though we're going to overcome this level of hell, we're still stuck here. And we can't get out of hell until everybody else is out because they're the ones creating the hell that we're living in. We can't beat the problem. We have to fix the problem. There's nowhere we can run that people aren't going to make it hell on earth for us. Why are they making it hell for us? Because they're in hell themselves. Why does someone hurt another person? Because they're hurting. If people stopped creating, madness out of fear and hatred, which hatred is not real. It's anger, or it's hurt. Hurt developed into, or hurt, I want to say transformed into anger, and we call it something like hatred. I hate that person. No, you don't. You're hurt by that person or someone like them. What did that person do to you that you hate them? You don't, because if we go back to it, you love that person. So we say that there's too much hate, there's too much hurt. And if we could just work on the hurt, then people would be happy and they'd spread the happiness. And what is happy? Kind, peaceful, not desperate, not worried, not fearful. I can't take those things away from you. Those lie within your own mind. You have to go through the things you fear, through the things you hate, through the things that you don't want. And that's what I teach you, is God taught me how to love the things I hated. Which is what? Myself. And I see it in all of you. I'm like, as much as I want to hate you, I'm like, damn, they're like a fucking weak version of yourself. And that's that twin flame shit I was posting. I was like, oh God, these twin flames. If I have to look at you one more fucking day. Which is what? Looking at myself? That's all they make me do. I look at you and I can't figure you out. So I put myself in your shoes and then I can see myself in a time and space where I acted like you. And I'm like, oh, Forgive them. They're just like you. So that would be me, the goddess of hell, that's trying to guide you out. But I can't go until it's done. You know what I mean? I'll always have to be the ruler of hell as long as there's a hell. And so we're here to get over this shit, to get it done. Everybody get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here. I'm leaving and I'm closing these doors with me. You have to work through your pain and suffering and get the fuck out of here. We're closing down shop. Enough of this. Everybody needs to go back to heaven. Get the fuck out of here. Stop whining and crying and go back to heaven. Pretty much. Yeah. You're in your own personal hell. Nobody's suffering with you, though. That's what's funny. But don't think for one fucking minute that they're not suffering in their own skin. What's making them suffer? Their mind, bro. Everybody's suffering of the mind. That's what this mental illness is that's going around everyone. It's contagious. It was passed down by generations. You're a 5th generation crazy person. That's why we needed to call in God, religion, psychoanalysts. We needed the fucking aliens. We needed everyone to get in on this. How the fuck do we heal these people? That'd be all that spiritual protection. No, bro, I'm asking. I got questions. What the fuck am I dealing with down here? Is anybody out there? Is anybody going to help me heal these people? How the fuck am I supposed to heal these people? They have to do it. They don't want to do shit. They don't even want to feel it, let alone heal it. It's kind of a thing I have. You know, I have a lot of arguments, and that's me. That post. Looking down on everyone. And I was very serious. I'm like, guys, we got to do this. This is going to happen to people in the billions, bro, and they're going to need some help. They're going to get stuck in their things. And that's exactly what she said, bro. It's like, you ever feel like you're just in a fog and you just can't come out of it? It's like, that's the dark night of the soul. It happens to you. You just can't even see in front of you, dude. All you can see is this fucking memory or this person or this feeling. You can't see nothing, bro. Your brain is locked on this shit. And you're trying to do everything. That's what I said. It's like a ghost that you're trying to push out of your face. Get the fuck out of my face, Bobby. Get the fuck out of my heart, Bobby. Get the fuck out of my fucking energy. You can't. Because it's not outside of you. That's what's funny. He didn't say shit to me. I just woke up with him inside of me. Not in a good way either. In the essence, like, this is a really bad feeling I woke up with. He didn't make me feel that way. I already feel that way. It's just come to the surface and I didn't want to deal with it. The only way out was, and that's what I said, is like, I can't see nothing but my feelings now. All I can see is him. The last time I saw him, and every other time I saw him, and all the time I cry about him. Oh God, I'm in the dark night of the soul. I'm in there with you. Which is what? Nothing but me and darkness and my feelings for you. You're nowhere to be found. Yeah, I know how that feels, dude. I do that a lot. We're gonna do that on Friday again. We do this shit for fun. In the sense of, sorry. I'm sorry that you're going through hell. But you're not alone. Michael Jackson's there with you. In essence, are we bringing you to heaven, or all of us are fucked off in hell with you? Think about it. We are the fallen. We're learning lessons too. In essence, we're right, dude. We can't just magically fucking wave a wand and get out of here either. We have to do the work, show you the work, and get you out of here to get out of here. No one left behind. I mean, like, no one. Like, how about him? He really deserves to stay here for the rest of his life. No, him first. Fuck him. Fuck him and his family. Fuck them. Sorry. I try not to be so Lilith about it. But in essence, it's like, you go out in hell, you're going to feel very hellish. Oh shit, I got an appointment. Fuck, in 5 minutes. Laters, haters.